Hi, this is Dion Watts from Watts Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Academy. This is the BJJ move of the day. This is kind of a collection of some moves that I've picked up at seminars and things that I've done, but I've kind of added my own ending to it, and so I'm gonna kind of walk you through the transitions real quick, but it's mostly the finish is what I kind of put on the twist. Maybe someone else does it, but until then I'm gonna just give it a name. I'll call it the Watts arrow, just because I know that'll upset some people, but it kind of has a bow and arrow vibe. So, you have the guard, you want to work this lapel out, okay? So you can just keep loosening your legs, retightening them to work it out. If they've got a small gi, and this one's a little smaller than I normally would like, you could put your feet on the hips and start working it out this way, like a rope. Okay, but once you feel comfortable, you want it in, and this is a much better length to deal with. But if it's a regular gi and it fits a little baggier, you just work it out. Okay, this arm bar, something I picked up somewhere at some seminar, and it's a great arm bar if you don't know it, where you bring the lapel out, you wrench it in like this, and then it's just you have their arm trapped for an arm bar. But a lot of times people, they start fishing this hand out real quick and back out. So the second thing I did to change it was I had this, the fat part of the lapel, I would grab the sleeve here. So now they can't fish it out. You can't push their elbow over for the arm bar as easy, but you have good control here. So the second thing I started doing from here is I'd shift it over and start climbing to their back. And then I would just abandon it and take their back. Okay? Which still works great. So the arm bar and taking their back's great. This is the part of the move, though, the new thing I've got going on. So work out the lapel, get it here, you wrench it down on their elbow, hold their sleeve, start, whether you put the foot on the hip or not, depends what kind of hip motion hip movement you have. But you pull it over, start going for their back, and then you grab the end of the lapel and you work it around their neck. Okay? Now from here, even though you almost have a choke and you probably can do some improvising, what I like to do now is either grab the outside of their knee and switch to like a bow and arrow, or even better, that depends on the size of your opponent, I like to scoop inside the knee. Bring them up like a sweep. But you don't have to sweep them. You just get here and start pulling it. So once again, pull it out, wrench it in tight. Make sure you take all the slack out. You can't have it just a little bit. And you're not up on the shoulder, you're real close to the elbow. Wrench it in, the sleeve, foot on the hip, start shifting it over like you're gonna take their back, which you very well could. But you're here, maybe they're fighting you taking their back. So you grab this, work it up over their neck. From here, even though you can maybe force a choke, it's going to be way easier. See how my legs and everything shift? To here, scoop under. Now just from here, feels like you're going to do a sweep, but you don't need to. You just right here, start pulling this piece. Your forearm is pushing against their head as you pull it, and it works great. And that's it. Calling it the Watts arrow for now.